Alrighty, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Look, welcome to this Piscean Reports. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you're doing fantastic. Fantastic. I hope you are happy and healthy and aware and enlightened. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. Um, so, um, let's see. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I hope you like it. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. Okay, let's get in today to today's message. All right. Um, I want to give a shout out to two people who I just adore, absolutely adore. Um, I want to give a shout out to my girl Nikki of the Earthly Virgo Tarot Channel. Um, I love her. She is such a light, and you guys, she's such a light to so many people. She's a light to I to the people here. Like it blows my mind. I witness it every day. We talk every day, and it just blows my mind how her energy just makes people want to give to her, just because of who she is, because her light is so bright and so beautiful. So shout out to my girl Nikki, Earthly Virgo Tarot Channel. If you have, this is for the collective, and if any of you are Virgo, go check her out. She's such a sweetheart. She gives very sound advice. She's fun sometimes, and she lets go, and she's great. The other shout out I wanted to give to and say thank you to was Alicia from Turning Tides Tarot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved the message that you gave the other day, and believe me, it resonated. It definitely resonated, and I heard you. Okay, I love your channel. I love your messages. You are a light to so many as well. You guys, Alicia is fabulous, and she's amazing. Okay, should definitely check her out. Okay. I'm just that person. I believe giving shout outs to people. Give credit where credit is due. Okay. I'm not the kind of person, because I know they're like, why would you give, God, send people to other people? Why not? Why not? Like I said, it's about giving and being and sharing. Okay, we are all one. It doesn't make any sense to say, I'm not going to say hi to anyone else, and steer anybody in anybody else's direction, because they're trying to grow their channels and be and exist just like I am. And it starts with sharing. It starts with sharing. Sharing means caring, right? All right, so let's get into your messages. I love the energy that I got with you guys' cards. The first two cards are, you had Alice and, I guess I can do one at a time. You got Alice. Here, let me zoom in. Very beautiful, and I love the message with Alice. You also have the good geisha. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Beautiful. And I love the meaning of these cards. Okay. So, with Alice and the good geisha, and I think I'm going to read you guys the message behind good geisha, because it is so beautiful. It blows my mind. I'm like, yes, yes. Okay, so overall, the message that I'm getting for you guys is that there is someone out there who is dying to be more, who's dying to release their inner person, their inner soul is just dying to come out and be released into the world. Okay, the feeling oh, excuse me, the feeling that I'm getting. Where's my soda? Oh, anyway, now I got the hiccups. Sorry. The feeling that I'm getting, you guys, is that you're more. You're meant to be more. You know it. You know it in your heart, in your soul. Okay, but you're in a area, town, where you feel stifled. Okay, you're being other people are wanting to tame the you that you are. Okay, they're wanting you to act as they do and to be as they do. Some people are just trapped in that energy. They're trapped in the energy of of existing, okay, of being, right? And but you, whoever this is for, you know you're more. You everything in you is telling you you're more. You're more than where you're at. You're more than where you're supposed to be. And where you're at is seriously just sucking the life out of you. All right? And you're literally calling out to the universe and saying, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. I'm meant to do more, be more. I know it. I feel it. Everything in me is telling me I'm more. But here I'm feeling stifled and I'm feeling held back and I'm feeling like everyone around me is trying to trap me and tame me into being what other people want me to be. And I got to get out of here, Spirit. Help me get out of here. And the universe is saying, we hear you. The message with Alice is that the universe is saying, we absolutely hear you. Okay. And what you don't know is that they are drawing up the dots behind the scenes. They're making that happen for you behind the scenes. You don't even see it happening and you don't even see it coming. Okay, but trust and believe. If you're that person who's saying, I got to get out of here, maybe you don't have any money right now, or you don't have any opportunities, or there's nothing is presenting itself that where you can jump on it and just take off, back in the 60s, I think it was, in the 60s, people used to be able to just thumb a ride and just hop in the back of a truck and just go, right? And just take a little bit with them and just go. But then, sadly, there were those who sought to take these free spirits and as a opportunity to hurt them and kill them. And so that thumb in a ride methodology is no longer an acceptable or viable option. And that's unfortunate, because that used to be a beautiful thing where you could just, somebody, where are you going? I'm going out this way. Can I go? Yeah, hop in, and you go. And you got to meet people and entertain people and share experiences and thoughts and viewpoints. And it was kind of a deep thing. But anyway, that's not an option anymore. And I feel that's where you're at. You're like, I can't do anything like that. I'm not trying to end up dead. I just want to get out of here. I want to be free. I want to release all that I am, but it can't be done here, because here I'm being held back and stifled and caged, right? And I'm, like I said, I'm going to read the good geisha to you guys. But the message with Alice is that that's happening. Trust and believe. If you put that energy out there and you said, I want to be somewhere else, I'm more than I'm meant to be, and I know it and I feel it. The universe is making that happen. They're drawing up the dots behind the scenes. If this is you, know that it's happening. Okay, trust and believe. Just hold true and stay patient and stay faithful. Keep putting that energy out there. What you put out, you're going to get back. What so if you're putting out that energy of releasing, leaving, going, being, the universe is picking up on that energy and they're going to make it happen for you. Okay, just trust and believe. Now, I want to read the message from the good geisha to you guys. It is 18 and it's beautiful. Here it is. Give me the other glasses, because my readers they're okay, but they're a little dirty. Give me the other ones. Okay, so the good geisha. It says you are ready to opt out of, I love this. Okay, and if this is you, this is your message, okay? You are ready to opt out of the game that most people play unconsciously. It's a game of image and appearance at the expense of your true self. Okay, so many people are so used to playing this game, they no longer realize they're doing it. They don't really know who they are, and they're afraid of finding out. And they're afraid to really find out, okay? They live behind masks that appeal to others, but slowly starve their authentic self, okay? Denying it the opportunity to experience being seen and to receive love, okay? Any promise of success, love, or wealth that begins with you contorting yourself into something you are not is a false promise. I'm going to say that again. Any promise of success, love, or wealth that begins with you contorting yourself into something that you're not is a false promise. All right? It cannot deliver anything worthy of you. This is what I'm talking about. This is you. You're in this town and you're saying, I can't be who I am here. I'm not that person who goes along. Everything in your spirit is telling you you are more. You are so much more. Okay, but you're living in a space, you're living in this area where around people who are so used to being these things that they don't even recognize and realize they're doing it and being it. Okay, you are not one of those souls. But you know what it's like to have been caged in an invisible prison. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. You know who you are. You know who you are. If you're hearing this definitely is you. And I can see yourself saying, "Oh my God, that is so true. I am that. I do feel trapped here. I do feel like I'm being caged, forced to be something I'm not. Forced to fit in." Right? Okay. It says you are not one of those fearful souls. But you know what it's like to have been caged in an invisible prison, a way of thinking and being that is not good for you. In times gone by, your soul has been shackled, your voice silenced, your true beauty hidden under a more appropriate and acceptable guises. Your intentions misunderstood, right? Look, I wrote that book. Everything I say, people are trying to turn it and take it and trying to say that I'm this or I'm that, or I'm trying to be this or I'm trying to do that. And I'm not doing nothing but just saying what I'm thinking and feeling. That's it. But you know what? So I get it. And you guys get that too. How many are living somewhere where anytime you try to have a difference of opinion, people try to shut you up and put, shut up, stop saying that, okay? Or they talk over you. And then other people who, it's like being in this circle, right? Say you're in a circle of people, all right, and you're that difference maker, you're that one with a different opinion, and they're all talking about this one subject, whatever the subject is, they're all talking about this one subject, but you see this subject in a different way, and you're saying, but why? But why? You're asking the question, but why do we have to do this? Why would you want to be that? Why do you think that? What makes you want to be that? And someone shaking up their mind, forcing them to, rattling their cage, forcing them to think for themselves is scary. It's scary. So they all start talking over you, or they start talking around you, or they change the subject in some way because they know you're right, but they don't want to. They don't want to question. They don't want to question of the system that's in place, right? Okay. It says your true beauty hidden under more appropriate and acceptable guises. Your intentions misunderstood. Your words misconstrued. You've been like a beautiful wild creature captured, as though you could be tamed or changed. You feel that, right? I know y'all feel that. Right? You know who you are, but people are trying to stifle who you are. Okay, look like this, dress like this, talk like this, act like this. If you're not doing these things the way we're doing it, something's wrong. And nothing's wrong. You're just open-minded. You know who you are, and you know how you feel, and you know what you want to be. But everyone else is trying to stop you from being that and doing that. It says, fortunately, your sacred rage and divine defiance has rattled the cage of your past, forcing the door to swing open. You can and must continue to set yourself free. And it did it in an exclamation mark. Okay, you have to do that. Okay, the door is now open. You're no longer willing to think like everybody else and be like everybody else and do as everybody else does. Okay, the door has swung open, and it's time for you to set yourself free and be who you were supposed to be. Be unafraid to discover the depths of your own being. Come into life. Don't be afraid. Release it. Let go. Yeah, people are going to say you're crazy or you're different. Okay, because they're in that trap. They or themselves are in that solid way of thinking and being and existing and doing. And so anytime you stand out and say, I'm not that, I don't want to be that. Why? But why though? But why? Okay? And they don't even want to try to wrap their heads around that, but you do. Okay? You do. Be unafraid to discover the depths of your own being come into life. If you do not, so you shall If you don't, you shall bind yourself to a life far too bland for the colorful and majesty of your soul. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. Look. Look, literally when I saw this message, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had on what is acceptable for my age and what is appropriate for my age before when I sat down to do the video. And then I read you guys' messages and I said, fuck that shit. Okay? You are someone who is more. You're meant to be more. Yeah, people are trying to, misunderstand you and because you're shining your light. You're being that. Okay? And I said, man, fuck that. And I went in there and I changed into who I know myself to be. This is who I am. This is who I feel. This is who I'm being. And that's what you guys need to do. Shine your light. Never mind what Karen is doing and what Gloria is doing. Okay? If you're sitting there saying to yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I wearing this? Why am I being this? Why do I have that, that standard, what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Basically that standard issued uniform or costume that everybody has. I don't like this. I don't want to be this. Okay, so don't. Why are you doing it? Why are you being it? Release yourself. Your cage has flung open. You know you are more. You're ready to go out there and do more and be more. It's time to get away. If you have to get away from where you're at, then let the universe know. Okay, they're setting it up. I'm not even going to say if you are that. Literally, this is your reading. You're tired of being like everybody else. You're tired of existing like everybody else. You're tired of doing what everybody else is doing and talking about what everybody else is talking about and being what everybody else is being. You recognize you came here for a reason. You have a purpose. Okay, you weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to shine your light. You were meant to be the glorious individual that you are. So let go and be it and do it. Release it. If you don't, you're gonna like I said, you're gonna force yourself into this bland existence, and it is going to choke out that light within. Okay, so don't be afraid to release the you that you are. Let go and be. Let go and be. Yes, 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 yes. 17 minutes. Let's get going. Let's see. If you do not, you shall bind yourself to a life far too bland for the colorful and majesty of your soul. Being what another wants you to be is a false promise of love, and you are destined for love, real, wild, pure, and true. Make sure you start by giving it to yourself, then share it with others and receive it from others too. Okay, let go. The universe is saying, let go of who you thought you were. Let go of other people's expectations of who you are, and embrace the you that you are. Be. Let go. Release. Okay, you have Pixie Perio next. Okay, which definitely speaks on that same thing. All of these, the first three cards literally have that same message that you're meant to do more, be more, get out there, exist. And the last card was the Maven of Masks. Let me zoom in some more because that's a pretty ass card. Boy, she's really letting that language loose today. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Fuck it. I told you these are the languages, these are the words of our day to express our frustration, right? So whatever. And Maven of Masks, the message with Maven of Masks says that when you go, because I promise you, the message with Maven of Masks says once you get to where you want to be, it talks about how for those of you who have been lucky enough to travel, okay, and you went to another country and you were able to be the you that you always thought yourself to be, wanted to be, okay, you're not back in small town wherever anymore. Now you're in a whole nother space and you can be anybody you want to be. You can be bold, or you can be timid. If you were somebody who's always being bold, you can now, let go and be the softer side of yourself. Or maybe you're someone who's soft your whole life back here, and over here now you want to be dramatic and you want to make a statement and you want to be you and do you. The universe is saying once you get to where you're going to be, because they're setting it up behind the scenes, they're making it happen for you, okay? You don't want to be where you're at. They're going to take you from out of that situation, okay? You recognize and realize who you are. And I know for some reason I'm thinking about Turning Tides Tarot. I'm thinking about Miss Alicia. She is someone who is unapologetically herself. She's got this beautiful flame red hair, and some days she lets it be wavy and long. She comes across as a mermaid to me. Her spirit feels like she's a mermaid of sorts. You know what I mean? Beautiful flame red hair, right? Beautiful, cute bangs. And some days she wears it up in these cute little ponytails and she's this way. And other days she lets it flow and she's herself and she bees and she's so sweet and she gives of herself so freely and so beautifully, right? And I love it. And I love it. This is what I mean. When you get where you're going, release who you were. If you were someone who was stifled and you felt made to feel small in this other place, when you get to that other place, you better release. Okay, they're not saying one of the other messages with Mavens of Mass is saying we're not suggesting that you pretend to be something you're not. There's a difference between pretending to be something you're not and releasing something that is deep within you that you know you are. And now you're free to be that and exist in that light and do that. Okay, that's the difference. They're not suggesting go to another country and pretend like you're something you're not. They're saying be all that you are, but be the you that you know you are inside. Let it out. Go, be free, do, release. Okay, so for those of you who are ready to get up and go and be and do and exist, you're going to be that. Trust and believe. The universe wants it for you too. Like I said, none of us were meant to fit in. None of us were meant to fit in. We were all of us meant to stand out. Okay, so stand out. Show the world who you are. Let everyone see you. Okay, even if you're, like, say you're a businessman, right? And everybody in the office is wearing a solid red tie because that represents power, or the solid blue tie or the solid black tie. You know what I mean? Okay, and everything in you is like looking around at these people saying, boy, what I wouldn't give to put on a bright yellow, thing or something with sun on it, or just something, or being bold enough to come into a boardroom with a crystal, a tiny crystal somewhere, and like here's you have on your tie. Although in this world, what I do love is and while there are still some men who believe in doing the tie thing, nothing wrong with it. It's a great look, it's very clean and polished, and yeah, do that. Okay, but I do notice that today's world, today's young men today are going more casual. They're coming into office in the jeans and a pair of nice loafers and the untucked shirt, and that's another example. Oh my God, when I think about all these people who are changing the world, I think it's called Untuck It. Gone are the days when you have to, walk into the office, buttoned up and polished and this. It's like, no. Okay, we don't do ties no more. We ain't doing that. Okay, we don't have to tuck our pants in. Tuck our shirts in, right? We can wear them loose now, and they fit right and they look right. So yes, shout out to Untuck It. Yes. That is what I'm talking about, you guys. If you've got an idea of a way of how to change this earth to loosen the grip of tradition, of tradition, and say, let's exist, let's let go and be the world that we want to see and be, do that. There's an idea in a lot of you all out there, okay? Not to say that wearing a tie or bow tie is wrong. It's great, Well, I'm thinking about that commercial where these guys get together and they all show up dressed to the nines. They got their hat on looking so smooth, and they got their tie on, and they have that. They have their. I really got to get out of that saying they all the time. They're looking amazing. All of the guys are sitting around and they look is like a million damn dollars, right? So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wearing a tie, but I'm just saying, if you're that guy in the boardroom somewhere and you do have to wear the tie, and wear the tie, and then just be like, have that little crystal or something, and be the difference maker, be the one who stands out. You don't have to be like everybody else. The visionaries are the ones who say, I'm not doing black tie, red power tie, or blue power tie. I want to wear, I don't know, whoever, whatever, Charlie Brown, or I don't know. You want to be the difference maker. You want to be stand out. You want to be different. You're not everybody else. So do that. Be that, right? Be it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have, and I love it, you got the Joker is wild. The Joker is wild. And I think I want to read you guys the message on this. I could tell you, basically, I'll go ahead and just tell you. So the overall message with the Joker is wild is saying that right now you might think that you're down and out, or you're down for the count, and the universe is saying that what you think, like say you are, you're down, you're running out of money, and things is looking pretty bleak, and you're so sure you're going to go down. The message with the Joker is wild is saying that nope, something is getting ready to happen, and it is going to happen out of the blue. So if you are feeling trapped, if you're feeling stuck, okay, in your situation, the Joker is wild is saying that get ready. Get ready. Like I said, there's nothing that the other side can't do. There's nothing that they can't make happen. Okay. Enter Publishers Clearinghouse, and then just forget about it, or buy a lottery ticket or something. But you never know. Just when you think you're down and out and all is lost, the Joker is that card. The message with that card is saying, get ready. Something amazing is going to happen, and it's going to enable you to break free and get out and be you and do you. So much so, you got the Maven of Mass there saying, you know what? Once you get this opportunity and this chance and this breakthrough, don't be afraid. When you get there, release. That's the whole point. Don't get there to the next place and continue to live life small. Be who you know you are on the inside. Release, let go. You'll never regret it. Okay. So it could be in any situation, but honestly, I'm feeling like that's what they're saying. Okay, there's something amazing that is about to happen, and it's going to happen out of the blue. Okay, and it might kind of throw you or scare you, depending on what it is, because it could be something. Be open to what it is. I'll say that, because in some people's case, it might be something dramatic that happens that shakes up your world, but that's designed to take you to that next place. For others of you, it could be just something so interesting and amazing that you never thought would happen. Somehow you get the opportunity, or you get the money, and you take it and you go and you run with it, and you be and do and exist in this new space and thrive. Okay, we were not, like the cards were saying, you are not meant to. With the Pixie Perio, the message with this card is you were not put on this earth to exist. You were put on this earth to thrive. You were put on this earth to be deliciously and unapologetically you. So do that. Be that. Who do you see yourself being? How do you see yourself living? Okay? Connect with your guides. Connect with your angels. Share that with the other side. This is my thoughts. This is my feelings. This is what I want. It all starts once you establish that connection with the other side. I'm telling you, everything changes. Everything changes. And just believe it and trust. Even when you don't see proof of it. There's been so many times in my life where I just knew I my that that when I was homeless back in the day, when I was homeless and I would see people pushing a cart around, and I just knew that was going to be me. I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is how I'm living. I'm homeless. I'm out here. I'm walking the streets. And I'm riding public transportation just to stay cool, or dipping into a library just to so I can have access to the internet, or do something other than just stand on a corner all day, or you know what I mean." I remember being that person and thinking that, oh, sorry, I keep feeling something on my lip. I remember thinking that once upon a time myself, and saying, I'm going to be this person pushing a cart. And look at where I'm at. Look at me. You know what I mean? There's nothing, and I mean nothing, that the other side can't do or won't do for you. But you got to establish that connection. Establish the connection. You were meant to do more than just exist. You were supposed to thrive. I'm thriving, and it continues. I am like, I don't want to tell y'all. I'm not going to tell you, but I promise you guys, financially, it's tight right now. It's definitely tight. But like the Joker's Wild is saying, something, be ready, be prepared. You're never down for the count. You're never out. As long as you keep that communication open and with the other side, as long as you keep trusting, keep believing. It also starts with the biggest part of the whole thing is trusting, okay? Because it's one thing to say, I know that God is. But do you really believe it? Do you really believe it? Okay, you have to believe it. I know He sees me. I know He knows my problems. He has angels in place to help me. Okay, when I need help, they're going to come in. They're going to help me. He is. He absolutely is. Okay, I just don't know how to stress that enough to you guys. He truly, truly is. And He wants to be there for you. He wants to help you, but you have to believe. You have to believe. In order for the miracles to happen, you have to believe. Okay, in the same way that Moses believed what he heard on that mountain. And he didn't see Him. He never saw Him. He heard voices. He heard communication from the other side, but he never saw Him. But he believed. And so much so that when the time came down to throw down with Pharaoh, and he's just one man with a staff, and he was here to free an entire nation of people. He believed, because he believed the Father and the angels, everything happened because he believed these things happened, because he believed. His light never wavered. He never ever wavered from the belief in the Father. Okay, and that's what you got to do. Don't ever sway from the Father. Don't ever think that He doesn't exist. Even when you're going through the worst times of your life and you're asking, how could this happen to me? How could you let this happen? Okay, things do happen. We came here to learn lessons. We're not going to live a total free, peaceful, nothing ever goes wrong existence. I know when I speak of this united world and things, us giving and sharing, we're still humans. We're still humans, or spiritual beings having a human experience. So yes, there will be things that happen that test your soul and test your resolve. Okay, test you. There are things that are going to happen that are definitely meant to happen to strengthen you for the hard road ahead. You know what I mean? I've been that. I've been homeless. I've been without. I've struggled. I've lived in some neighborhoods that were right, but I never lost faith. I never wavered. I knew that they believed in me. I knew that they loved me. I knew that I was learning, that they awakened. I had the awakening for a reason. I don't understand it. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know what it's happening for, but I never ever stopped believing. Never. And I never will. All right. And you got to adopt that same attitude. You're here for a reason. You were meant to do something. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going and keep trying. With their help, I will do what I'm supposed to do. I will get where I'm supposed to get. I will have what I want to have and supposed to have. Okay? We're supposed to thrive, live life abundantly. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and go because I see it's 34 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's message. If you do, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, I will leave a link for Miss Nikki's channel, and I think I'll leave a link for Alicia's as well. I'm gonna leave a link for Alicia's as well because she's trying to grow her channel to. She has a certain number, a mark that she's trying to meet, and I certainly want to help. Okay, I want to be the difference maker. Okay, for both of them, I want to be that difference maker. I want to help. I want to send people, to these people channel to grow and be, So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, you guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the message today. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. Nothing would make me happier than to let you guys know you're on your way. You're on your way. You kicked the cage door open. Your soul rattled the cage, okay? You've been down for too long. You've been stifled for too long. Too long. It's time to release and let go. All right? Be that, do that, thrive, go out there, have that adventure, have that life. Okay, the Joker is wild. Things are going to happen that you're not going to believe. Once you let go and start believing that they can do this, that there's nothing that they can do, they're going to start showing you and proving it to you. Okay? All right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have okay, here it is. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.